this quick live, and then after that, I'm chilling out. Um, this is it. This is it. This is it. So, where we at? I tell you where we at. We're at a crossroads between those that is with doing the shadow work and those that claim to be spiritual and they're not. And they're nothing more than archons. Meanwhile, our galactic family, our interdimensional families are fighting in multiple spectrums because we need to wake up. I came to do this channel of ours because I was told that it's time to start reaching out to the children of our ancestors, our ancestral spirits, all the above. And I was told to do this. And regardless, people believe yours truly or not, still put the message out there. You know, I do have a wife. My wife is she's of Yoruba descent. And she knows that I have to do this. Peace. And I told her that I've been doing this all my life. I've been teaching consciousness ever since I was 16. Look, yo, I done had visions of stuff that you won't believe. Peace, how you doing? I done had visions of stuff. I don't know how to describe it. Like, you know, I have visions of like seeing how things are going to look in the future. I done had different beings come to me and tell me, y'all, like literally what's going to happen. And telling me that a lot of people are not going to make it to the next level of consciousness where they're going to see things that is unbelievable, that the naked eye won't believe that that is seeing. What do I mean by that? How many of you are ready to see mermaids? How many of you ready to see straight up real ghost spirits and so on? How many of you ready to see the Bigfoot phenomenon? How many are ready to see deities that you never thought you would see with the naked eye? Think about that. Think about it. How many of you are going to be able to phantom to see beings coming from wormholes and ships coming from wormholes and all of that, and beings coming from who knows what? Another subscriber just sent me something and it came across something, y'all. I get stuff like this sent to me a lot. I never thought in these 44 years, physically, not spiritually. Spiritual wise, I can tell you how old I am. My spirit is old since the beginning of time and space. And I know that to be true. The things that happen in other lifetimes, ancient lifetimes, and so on. We are just getting to a point where, as though the spirit plane is going to meet the material plane, and it's happening now. It's happening now. Many people are going to see shit that they never thought they would see before. How you doing, Caitlin, Billy? Many people are going to start seeing shit out of this world. Not just shadow figures. How you doing, the Bot family? Not just shadow figures. They're going to start seeing apparitions, what you call ghosts, even more. They're going to start seeing gnomes. They're going to start seeing elves. They're going to start seeing shit that you never thought you would see. You're going to have people that's going to start seeing fairies, know it or not. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm telling you, this planet is not just going to 5D. It's going to 6D. Then it's going to go to 7. It's going to go to 8. It's going to go to 9. It's really going to be that serious, y'all. It's not no time for games. It's none of that. This is real shit. What's going on? So, the videos I showed earlier on the last stream, the brother Holistic Remedy 9, he spoke on how they're building 6G towers and 7G towers. I mentioned it in one of the old streams. They're making those. He also said that the 5G towers are destroying the bees. And that the bees, when they're buzzing, they're using the love harmonious sound, which is 432 megahertz. And that the pollen helps the vegetation through the planet. And I played the video on what deity or what Orisha is connected to the bees. And also I also showed a video about the chakras in the body and how they're all connected to the chakras of the planet. I said that also in old videos. I keep speaking on the mitochondrial DNA that is only found in so-called black women, because I really feel like these sisters need to wake up, because right now, since Gaia, also known as Tiamat, is acting amok. The reason why she's acting amok, because a lot of women from the so-called black ethnicity have been totally westernized, because the Western civilization vibrations are low frequency. Period. Is ran off of 6 ether energy. 6 ether energy is death. When you're non-ether, it's living. The goat hair or fur, that is 6 ether energy. What is not the goat related to what? It's related to the what? The ram. The ram is in what family? The lamb. So is the goat. But the lamb and the ram are closely connected. The ram itself symbolizes and represents what? Not just the connection with the lamb, but the ram itself is connected to the Amen or Amen. Ra, the sun, S-U-N. While the goat represents what? It represents Set. Where you get the word Satan. But here's the thing about it. They both are connected too. Why is that? The real Wayne, what's going on, brother? So what is that? You ask. One represents light, the other one represents the dark. One represents the yin, the other represents the yang. One represents above, one represents below. One represents the 3 6s, which is melanin. The other one represents when the melanin transforms into that light from the dark and the chaos. It comes forth and brings forth the light. This is a metaphysical breakdown. Where we are at right now, we're at a crossroads between those that are trying to keep the ones that have the gifts as prisoners for their own liking, and to try to drain their energy, their life's plasma or spiritual plasma, and drain it and put it into theirs. We are now seeing how a lot of these archons are taking human form to bring forth distractions to who? To the ones that heard the call, to the ones that's going through a transformation. They're doing this on purpose. And now, mind you, and I really want you to really pay attention, we are now going into what? The fall solstice, which is called autumn. Do anybody know what so-called holiday is in autumn or the fall? Halloween. Which is also dealing with something pertaining to the veil. Mark my words, this Halloween is going to be some shit. Because you're going to have finally entities walking amongst humans this Halloween. I'm telling you, you're going to have a lot of suspect, spooky shit going to happen this Halloween. Just watch. A lot of activity is going to happen. I told y'all that veil is gone. Y'all about to see some shit now. Then, after Halloween, we're going into the winter solstice. What holiday is most definitely known in the winter solstice? Saturnalia. You call it Christmas. Be ready. Be ready, beloveds. I'm telling you, there's about to be some transforming and transpiring shit that's going to take place. And you're going to start seeing shit that's going to be really unworldly. Or, may I say, yeah, otherworldly. And people are going to start capturing it on their videos, and they're going to start playing it on YouTube. And if TikTok have changed on the time, they're going to start putting it on there too. Mark my words. Y'all haven't seen nothing yet but the intergalactic warfare that's going on, and you're about to start seeing some spiritual shit going on. There's a well-known fact that people have been seeing ships in lightning storms and stuff like that too, and people have been seeing dragons in the storms. Some people are seeing entities and deities fighting in the storms. I'm not making this stuff up, y'all. All of this is for the inheritance of people that are melanated, because honestly, the melanated people in all actuality are the sole custodians of this planet. Melanated people are the sole custodians of this planet, and they know this. You got things going on with far as genetic survival as well. Scientists have found deep in the waters that there's other water substances that pertains more water than the oceans. I told y'all during the spring solstice, which is the real new year, I said that scientists was going to start making discoveries. It's not over yet because they're about to make more discoveries. The video that I played, the sister said that there's going to be stuff that there's going to be beings coming out, creatures that we thought that was extinct. They're going to start walking amongst us. Earlier, I showed y'all the video with the brother Holistic Remedies. He showed pictures of titans that were frozen, and he called them the Nephilim. Let me tell you something. If only melanated people really knew your power and why you have this complexion, because the real complexion is actually a greenish color. We are really supposed to be eating vegetables and not meat. But they say it's depending on your blood type too. Because a lot of us are mixed with some other extraterrestrial shit. Okay, I'm going to go ahead out on a limb and ask a question. How many people have heard somebody call their name and they were not there? They say your name, you turn around, nobody's not there. You're like, the fuck, who just called me? Have anything like that happened to anybody? I don't need nobody to be quiet and just listen to me. It's time to just put out all this shit right now. Thank you, Mother Shelley. Anybody that were not there, they called your name in the spirit realm. You turn around, they were not there. You're like, yo, what the fuck going on? I'm telling y'all, listen to what this is. I was told that is actually your spiritual family from the other side that's trying to contact you, to let you know that they're on the other side and they got your back. They're protecting, they're watching over you. This is what I heard. You said your mom, more than likely your mom must have transitioned, right? So therefore, she belonged to your spirit family, because everything deals with a soul contract. See, this is what people don't really understand. You have a soul contract with the divine. Well, no, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about somebody call your name and they're not there and they're in spirit. There's a difference. No, it's not. It's not still weird. I need you to follow that. They call your name. Nobody's not there. You hear your name being called again. Nobody's not there. Is nobody physically calling you. That is your spiritual family trying to contact you, letting you know, hey, we're around you. You are spirit first. Remember that. You're spirit first. You're not physical first. You're spirit first. You are multidimensional. Those that go through that, you need to understand and understand, overstand, understand. You are multi-dimensional. Your soul contract. Your soul contract is that natal chart I told y'all about, dealing with astrology. Know it or not, you chose your parents. Your parents made the agreement to give birth to you, and vice versa. And all of this is all started in the spirit realm. Many people call it the ancestral realm. But here's the kicker: some of you have not came from the ancestral realm. Some of you came from what they call the realm of the gods. Do you know what gods are? Angels. Don't believe me? Remember the movie Hancock with Will Smith and Charlize Theron? Will Smith character had what? Amnesia. And he asked her, who, and he found out later on that was his wife. He said, what are we? She said, we're called angels, superheroes, gods. Don't believe me? Look into the Judaic Judaic religion. Look up all the angel names. The ones that end with E-L, Gabriel, Michael. That means God of something. Listen, Gabriel means strength of God, or God, or man of God. That's what one of the meanings mean. Michael means one like God or one like El. El in Hebrew means God. Let me, I can look at Mother Shelley, I look at your name. If you went to a temple, a Moorish Science temple right now, by you having El in your name, you will be considered an El. El. But for the woman version of it, it will be Al. Here's the kicker. Al equals Re, Ray, the sun. But here's another kicker. That's also connected to the Anunnaki bloodline. The real chosen ones, the divine beings, have ailments, sicknesses. They are the divine healers of the planet that had to call. They've been called to do divinely things on this planet. That is why the late ancestor, Dr. Sebi, was known for, because he had an ailment and he had to study what? He had to study herbs and so on. There's a picture of a Hindu deity that looked just like Dr. Sebi. I said to the Mother Shelley and many others, but I need to go back and listen to Bobby Hemmett. I better go back and listen to him. Many of us come here incarnated, or may I say avatars. Do you need to know what an avatar means? One of the things in Freemasonry that they don't tell people, that's the base where a lot of people find out who they are incarnated as far as angelically, and also a deity. They find out if they are reincarnated or incarnated. Because what y'all need to understand, during the time of Atlantis, it was called the Mystery School of Poseidon, where those two souls that were one represented the feminine, the other one represented the masculine, and they were called what? When they were one entity or deity, they were called what? Hermaphrodites. And they split one masculine, one feminine. This is ancient before all of this shit. Yeah, women were here first, but it took them to get, you know what I'm saying? But you had to remember, They also had hermaphrodites here, and they got split into one being, one woman, one male, and they had to go to the mystery schools of Poseidon, which is your modern day Masonic order, where they would find their soulmate or their twin flame. They would learn the arcane arts. What is the arcane arts? Arts, you call it magic or whatever you want to call it, spiritual practices. This is what they did. It got corrupted by negative forces. Where do you think all this so-called New Age information came from? I'll tell you. And I don't like going into biblical stuff, but I got to be realistic because that took some of our shit and put it into the biblical text. Excuse me. This is my kids coming, knocking. Come in, I'm coming. This is my babies, y'all. My baby's knocking at the door. They gotta get ready for school.
Hello.
Hey. Hey. Tell Auntie about
That's not on.
who that?
That's Marcus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, come on. All right. So, y'all.
I'm thinking about something. I'm thinking we could probably tell Miss Nixon like that I don't have like a green shirt, and she could probably give it to me.
Maybe. We can see what happens. All right. My kids are back. So now my cat is acting up. Lord.
Oh my God, it's in.
All right, I'm back. I got to. Everything is getting back in order. I had to make sure my babies got in. So I apologize. All right. Nice.
Selena was there. This is Selena's mom.
Oh, she told you to give it to me?
Yeah.
All right.
She said I could call her anytime if I needed.
Okay, no problem. Thank
And
you.
she said that she was gonna get me and Lovelace some like school supplies for the winter.
Okay, that'll work. Cool. All right. Parent duties are never over. All right. So, like I was saying, that's where they went to and when it got corrupted, when the school of Poseidon got corrupted, all this stuff happened. Where do you think all this information came about? They call it the New Age, and I'm telling y'all, it's not the New Age. This stuff is the Golden Age, because in the beginning there was this and this and this. Let me tell you, it's a lot of things that took place and transpired. And a book that I recommend is called Legacy of the Black Gods by Paul Simon. I don't know how much the book is now, but when I bought it, it was like $9, $10. It's called the Legacy of the Black Gods by Paul Simon. That book had a lot of jewels in it, and everything I'm telling you, you'll start seeing it there for yourself. Mr. Paul Simon was he studied Dr. York's teachings too. He studied a lot of esoteric information from Bobby Hemmett, everybody. Now, the thing about it is, we are now going into another cycle. And also, let me see, I'm trying to get my thoughts together because my cat is getting on my nerves, y'all. My cat is getting on my nerves. Every time my daughter come in the house, he just spazzes out. He just gotta keep going. He cries like a baby. So y'all just gotta bear with me. I'm trying to think, and he just getting on my nerves. Okay, make sure see if he got water, because he want to keep on spazzing out. Because I don't know if he want her attention or what. He acting crazy. So then you got the women that were also here too. So it's like a lot of the stuff that's been going on. It's like a lot of stuff you got to question. Were the women here first? Were there hermaphrodites? Do he has food? Please give him attention. Rub on him. Do something, please. While I'm over here getting my thoughts together, because he's really messing with my thoughts right now while I'm trying to get my thoughts out. Let me see. The question is, what is what? Story goes that it was hermaphrodites here first, and they say that women were here first. Some people say that the hermaphrodites turned into women. Some people say that, you know, all the above. Some people say it's a story to every beginning. So I'm here to tell you, I was always told that the women were here first because of the X chromosome, which is the mitochondria. I got my eyes closed for a reason, because I'm just letting information go. So, by the mitochondria DNA that's found only in so-called black women, that is the Eve gene. That is the beginning of the evolutionary process of this planet that started what we call men and other nationalities. She created he, not he created her. She was in tune with the planet. And when he came, he became one with her and the planet. They both became one with the spirit realm, because they knew that it was spirit and so on. They knew all of that. I'm telling y'all, all this stuff is so many pieces to the puzzle that you had to put it together. I'm not going to be able to give you the whole story. I'm being honest with you, because this would have been a short live. Yes, Eve was actually a tribe, not just one woman. Because you ask yourself a question. If Adam and Eve were the only people here, how the hell did Cain find other people on the planet? Think about that. So you got to start questioning things everywhere you go now, because there's so many puzzles and so many pieces, and they're not going to tell you. The Bible itself came from the priestesses that are called the Sibyls of Mami Water. Yep. There was yep. The Eve gene is the X chromosome that's found only in so-called black women. I played the video in the old live, y'all. And it was a Caucasian man that broke all this down. You've been lied to. And what they are not telling you, if you want to go into the Sumerian text, what they're not telling you is that the one that was trying to bring the flood was actually Enlil, and that it was Enki that told Yephishtim, aka Noah, to build the ark. It's going to be like that. But also what they don't tell you is that the name Yahweh, any name ending with AH is feminine. Yin, yang. Yin and yang, y'all. Yin and yang. So, all I can say, we are facing a lot of transgressions and transformations, a lot of principalities, a lot of things is actually going to start happening. What people need to understand is that Earth is not Listen, Earth is not in judgment. Earth is not in judgment. America is not in judgment. The parasitic beings are in judgment. The parasitic beings are in judgment. I'm gonna say it again. The parasitic beings are in judgment. The divine beings are not in judgment. The parasitic ones are. The ones that want to bring warfare, that want to bring hate, that want to bring all of these negative traits that is totally against Tiamat, that is totally against this earth, which is another name for Tiamat, which is earth, which is Gaia. They are the ones that are in judgment. Period. I'm telling y'all for real. The low vibrational beings, which are archons, are actually going to be they are actually the ones that are parasitic. Also, those shape-shifting reptilians are parasitic to the planet too. You ask yourself, are there positive reptilians? There are a couple that did turn on their own people for the betterment of mankind, which is crazy. It's also written in Dr. Yoke's information too. There was a leader that they had, I forgot his name. He turned on his own people. And what he did, he aided and was with what you call the human beings, because he got tired of his people doing it. I forgot his name, that was written in one of those old books, one of those old scrolls. They actually fight each other, but it is a hierarchy of those reptilians. These beings, a lot of them really want to do away with the melanated people, because we've been at war with them for a long time. So, yeah, it's going down like that. But I just want to let y'all know, I actually literally zoned out for a minute trying to remember everything, and I just started seeing stuff. So, yeah. So keep that in mind, y'all. It's a lot of stuff happening on the planet. That Eve gene is serious. That is the mitochondria that's only found in black women. And there's more scientific discoveries that's coming soon. Everything is going to start unfolding from here all the way till next year, which is the spring solstice, and it's going to keep on expounding. 2030 is going to be the serious year on the Gregorian calendar. On that note, y'all, please keep your eyes and ears open on things that's to come. I got to get ready to go because my kids got to get ready for school tomorrow. Peace, love, light, darkness, supreme balance, which is the yin and yang, so above, so below, which brings supreme balance, straight, narrow. I love you all. Peace.